On a brutally windy Monday afternoon, we welcome you to the campus of Amherst High School for this matchup in the CWC East. Could be a preview for what will look like the conference championship race this year between the Amherst Falcons and the Bonduel Bears. My name is Mike Wetlands on broadcasting and production this afternoon here from the very windy balcony over in the press box by the football field. A great view down the left field line, looking toward home plate and almost the entire infield here on Zaleski Sports. We thank you for joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. As long as the wind can calm down just a slight touch. It's going to be blowing out as well, so it could be a power hitter's dream. We may see a couple of balls fly out of the yard if this wind keeps like this. And Amherst came close a couple of times in the Dells and in Whitewater in their first 4 games. They come in at 4-0. As we look toward this one, it's going to be a battle of the aces. Ben Lee will get the start for the Amherst Falcons. He didn't throw it all on Saturday. Mason Bohm will start for the Bears of Bonduel. As coaches exchange lineup cards, we'll take a quick look at your starting lineups today. We'll start with the Bonduel Bears. Leading off and doing the catching is Noah Wire. He'll wear number 7. Colin Markolovsky is your second baseman. He'll hit second wearing number 2. The DH hits third. Easton Reinke. He's number 11, hitting for number 1, the center fielder, Cade Johnson. Brody Hartman's the first baseman. He'll hit cleanup and wear number 13. Adam Beilfuss is the left fielder. He's wearing number 5 and he hits 5th. Bennett Engel, the third baseman, hits 6th, number 12. Your shortstop, Charlie Talkin, he'll hit 7th. He wears number 8. Carson Stouse is the right fielder, number 16. He'll hit 8th. And Mason Bohm doing the pitching, where he'll hit 9th. He'll wear number 14. And for the Amherst Falcons, getting their first game on this home field today, and it's been a long time coming. Leading off in center field, number 2, Jake Hoffman. Batting second at second base, Wyatt Blaskowski. Batting third, your pitcher, number 8, Ben Lee. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, number 3, Logan Moe. Batting 5th, the catcher, number 1, Matt Gladowski. Batting 6th, the right fielder, number 10, Aiden Jastromski. Batting 7th, the first baseman, number 42, TJ Brandel. Batting 8th, the DH, number 34, Jerry Lucht. He's hitting for the left fielder, number 24, Eli Bohm. And batting 9th, number 4, your first baseman, or third baseman, I should say, Tyler Soulsby. As they announce the starting lineups right now as well. Bonduel will head out to the field, at least down the third base line. As they get Hartman out there. Bonduel in their blue jerseys, gold numbers, white pants, the blue caps. Amherst in their blue jerseys, white numbers, pinstripe blue and white pants, the white hats. For a team that came in number 4 in the preseason coaches poll. They just played 2 games 2 days ago, and they have another one scheduled for tomorrow. So that's why you didn't see Ben Lee on the mound at all on Saturday. They knew this game was going to be huge. Potentially early game that could set the tone for the conference race here in the CWC East. As they announce the Amherst starting lineup. As they're just quickly going through the Falcon lineup. So as they do that, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll have the first pitch of Amherst Falcon baseball. And that's coming up right here on Zaleski Sports.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Back here in Amherst, the wind again strong, very, very strong. As you can just hear my scorebook blowing in the wind as I'm trying to hang on to it as best as I can here from the crow's nest down the left field line. And we take a look at the Amherst defense. We'll start in our outfield left to right. It's going to be Bohm, Hoffman, and Jastrzomski. Infield left to right, third to first. Soulsby at third, Moe at short. Blaskowski, his double play partner, at second. Brandel covering first base with Matt Gladowski doing the catching for Bentley. Lee, the tall right-hander, pitched a couple of innings over in Wisconsin Dells, but hasn't thrown really in a game since. So this is going to be his second start. And Falcons 3 games this week, at least on the schedule. They're scheduled for Westfield tomorrow, then back here to take on the Thunderbirds of Iola Scandinavia on Thursday. As the warm-ups continue. Actually, make sure I get my scoreboard lined up correctly. Got to get the team names in there for you guys. There we go for you guys. So for Bentley, he'll take on Wire, Markolovsky, and Reinke to get things underway here in the first. Falcons usually a very good defensive team, good pitching, good defense, very good speed on the base paths when they get out there. Had a couple of uncharacteristic errors in Whitewater in the second game of that doubleheader. But outside of that, they had a strong performance, getting a couple of games over the Whippets. In that special game for the Held family. Of course, you can find the whole dedication ceremony of Lynn Held Field on this YouTube channel. That happened on Saturday between the two games, as Ben Lee's going to step onto the rubber, face Noah Wire to get things underway. Again, on a about 15-mile-an-hour wind, gusting a little over 20, mid-50s your temperature. And Lee's just going to step off, reset. Infield playing pretty much straight up. Now he gets the sign he wants. The first pitch of the afternoon is going to be high for ball one. Again, Wire, Markolovsky, Reinke, the top 3 in the order for Bonduel. Huge early game in this conference play. The consensus 2 top teams head to head. There's a strike on the inner half, and it's a ball and one. Ball one strike to Noah Wire. Not often you see a catcher hitting leadoff, even in high school baseball, but Wire, very good athlete, long, lanky. That'll bounce in there. It's 2-1. Big leg kick. Strike 2 called. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wire. That's going to miss and go all the way back to the backstop. There's a lot of room back there as well. It's 3-2. So and with the field just getting ready today to have a game out here, it's still a little bit wet, not soaking, but a little damp at times, in spots. It's thick. So ball gets to the screen. A guy like Jake Hoffman could potentially even go first to third if he gets a good enough read. Maybe even Wire as well. The full count. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to get into center field. It's a leadoff single for Wire. First runner aboard for Bonduel. in the top half of the first. So here comes Colin Markolovsky, the second baseman. We'll see if he's going to be your prototypical, at least historically, number 2 hitter. Drop a bunt down, play some small ball, see if you trust Bohm on the mound to limit this Amherst offense. Amherst 45 runs in their 4 games. That was dropped by only having 3 in game 2. And he does square and takes one, and he went around. They're saying he offered, so it's 0-1. Lee working out of the stretch. Wire takes his lead off of first. He squares and he'll drop one down, foul. So it's going to be 0-2 now to Colin Markolovsky. Now that'll take the bunt off. A big thanks to everyone joining us today. Top half of the first year from Amherst. Windy, 50-plus degree day. Throw over, safe with a dive is Noah Wire. And that's another interesting question about, in high school baseball especially, having that catcher hitting leadoff. That means you think he's got good speed, and so you're not going to courtesy run for him. So that could be a little more tiring for a catcher. So there's a lot of things to think about here, as that'll miss high. It's 1-2. Try to get him to chase the high cheese. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Markolovsky. In first of 3 games for the Falcons. Decent lead over at first for Wire. I don't think he's going to be going here. And he's not. Tried to buckle him and just misses in. It's 2-2. Works it back. Lee's worked a full count. Now 2-2. And the 2 batters he's faced here in the first. I'm not sure who's going to be in relief. I'm guessing it would be Soulsby, who also did not throw on Saturday. It's not going to be Mo, who threw 5. Bleskowski went 4. It was likely going to be Lee and Soulsby today. Slide step. Just missed. Wasn't by much. And the count runs full to the second consecutive hitter. Be a hard throwing right-hander. We'll see now with a full count if they put Wire in motion. Got a decent lead over at first. Takes another couple of steps. He'll hold still. Little looper into right. That's a base hit. Around his way to second, on his way to third. The throw. It's on line. The tag. And they got him at third. 9-5 on the putout. Aiden Jastrzomski guns him down. What a toss from right field. And Wire will gingerly walk back to the dugout with a head-first dive. A risky move, trying to go first to third there. The ball wasn't hit very hard. On the play, Markolovsky takes second. To bring up Easton Reinke. Lee again working out of the stretch. Runner on second now. Breaking ball in there, first strike 1. Glowski could handle it, but it just bounces in front of the plate. Nothing in 1 to the Bear DH. Again, as you can hear the wind. Really gusting again, blowing out to left. As we'll have time called as Mo and Soulsby are going to go talk to Lee. About the pitch sequence or about positioning, about a potential bunt here. Soulsby's going to head into the dugout. This might be a timeout for blood, or Coach Held's going to send him into the dugout. And I think they're going to patch up Tyler Soulsby. They'll go and talk on the mound. Infield will go and talk to Ben Lee. We have a timeout on the field. We're going to keep it here, at least for the time being, unless it takes a long time to get Soulsby patched up. And as we do that, we're going to hear from our friends over at Fleet Farm with their hiring event going on right now. All locations are looking to hire, so good competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and a 20% discount for you and your immediate family. Apply online today at Fleet Farm. They're proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. And as you can just hear the wind up here in the crow's nest. It's probably more pronounced up here because I'm higher up. But I'm sure I can definitely tell the players are feeling it as well. Right now, 59 degrees here in Amherst. The wind chill is down to about 57, but still, compared to the past couple of weeks, that is gorgeous weather. As they work on Tyler Soulsby in the dugout, he may have gotten spiked, I'm guessing, by Wire when he dove into third base. And so far, the big early play was Wire. Let's take a look at a quick update as well. In Baltimore, it's still 2-0 Orioles, bottom 7 against the Milwaukee Brewers. But again, back-to-back hits off a lead to start things off. You had this single right up the middle from Wire, and then a little roller into right. Just found a hole because of Randall holding the runner on. That allowed that ball to get through. And then Jastrzemski came up firing through a perfect toss to third that had him by 5 feet. And then the dive in, maybe when he hit the dirt, his spike may have kicked up and caught Soulsby as they continued to patch him up. Of course, they have their medical bag in the dugout. Trainer out there looking at Soulsby. Could be a good thing as well. This could calm down Lee a little bit. He was a little amped up. Wasn't missing his spots by much, but he had a couple ones that he was kind of sailing. So we're going to see a new look as we're going to youngster walking out of the dugout. Coach Held will talk to the team as well, so it looks like they're going to be set to resume playing in just a couple of seconds. So runner on second, nobody out, as Noah Spolstra is now going to be heading into the game. He played a game at third over in the Dells, so Soulsby is still being looked at. Spolstra will come in and play third now. And that could be big in a few different ways. Soulsby was going to be the likely number 2 pitcher if they needed him today. He was going to throw in relief of Lee. So if he's still being patched up and he can't pitch, that puts the Falcons in a little bit of a bind as to who may end up having to follow Lee if he gets pitch counted or if he gets into some trouble. I don't know who's going to throw next. So with a 0-1 count, here Reinke back in the box. Comes set, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And Lee will step off. Looks like Soulsby's heading out of the campus, so he looks like he may have been caught up high. He may have to go get stitches. That'll miss high. It's 1-2. So again, a big time development for the Amherst Falcons as Tyler Soulsby looks to be on his way out to go get looked at and get patched up. So Noah Spolstra will hit in the 9 spot. He'll play third the rest of this one. Base hit into left. Boom. We'll get it back in. And there's runs at the corners with 1 out. So Reinke with a 3rd consecutive hit off of Lee. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brody Hartman, the first baseman. Big, strong left-handed hitter. Again, wind blowing out today. And we'll see what they do with the first and third play here. Kowalski with a good arm. He's going to give the sign out. Of course, you know Amherst really likes to run. We'll see what Bonduel's thinking. Their big DH over at first. Good speed at third with Markolovsky. 3 singles to start things off. Throw over. He's safe with a dive. taking his time, slide step runner with a little bit of a delay. The ball gets behind. It goes back to the screen. There will be no advance, but it's going to be a stolen base for Reinke over at first. So now second and third, one out. This long first inning continues at 3 hits, an injury that has cost the Falcons their starting third baseman and their number 2 pitcher for today. That's down and in. 2-0. Lee gets the sign he wants, working from the stretch. Big leg kick. And a late call is strike 1. 2-1 the count now. He's looking strikeout, pop-up. Those are your 2 looks right now. Infield playing back. They're going to concede the run on a ground ball. Unless it's something hard at either Lears or Spolstra. Swing and a miss. Off speed, outer half. He had the front foot pulled way out. It's 2-2. And we deal with some heavy wind up here. See it rippling down the field off the jersey of the freshman Noah Spolstra at third base. And wind blowing out to left. 2-2. Golf foul and out of play. Two and two the count now. Apologies for the wind noise on our microphones here. Two and two. Lee comes set. Got him looking. A high strike for out number 1. That is a big time, or out number 2, I should say. That's a big time strikeout. And now Amherst can now find a way out of this inning. With 2 outs, that'll bring up the 5-hitter, the left fielder Adam Beilfuss. Set. And he'll miss outside for ball 1. One ball and nothing to Beilfuss. It's been a busy inning for Lee. He's thrown a good amount of pitches. And he'll fire in a strike there. It's a ball and a strike. Runners at second and third. Markolovsky at second. Reinke at second. 3 hits in the inning. That ball's going to get away. That's going to bring in a run on the wild pitch. And Bonduel strikes first. Runner on third, run in, 2 outs, 2 balls and a strike the count to Beilfuss. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Lead now trying to escape with only the 1 run. And he does. Strikes him out swinging, blew a fastball right by him. So a couple of strikeouts in the inning for Lee, but he had to work for it. And Bonduel does strike first. There was a run on 3 hits and a runner left. We will head to the bottom of the first with a score 1-0 Bonduel. Amherst gets their first crack at bat. Coming up next.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, masonvilledairy.com.
Bottom half of inning number 1 on the way. It's 1-0 Bonduel on 3 hits. Now we're going to see Mason Bohm's first appearance here on this Amherst Diamond. We face on top of the order Hoffman, Blaskowski, and Lee to lead things off. In mid-50s, windy day, wind blowing out to left. I'm interested to see how Jake Hoffman swings from that leadoff spot. Guy swings hard. He hit one pretty deep in with the wind blowing in Whitewater on that cold Saturday. So a day like this could be as hot where the ball jumps for some of these guys like him or Lee. Got plenty of power. And again, the biggest of thank yous to everyone watching at home, wherever you may be. Those businesses who have supported us over the season so far as well. We love bringing you guys Amherst athletics, and especially for me, Amherst baseball. As Mo will take his warm-up tosses, the defense for Bonduel, their outfield left to right, Bilefus, Johnson in center, and Stoss in right, infield left to right, Engel, Talkin, Markolovsky and Hartman and Wire hanging the signs for Bohm. So the throw down, they swing it around the horn, and here comes Jake Hoffman. Hoffman left fielder, one of a few Falcons getting the high socks today in the stirrups. Lee being another one. In that old school look. Bohm working from the windup. Pretty good sized right-hander. And that's fouled straight back for strike 1. Bohm working from the windup. And he'll miss one low. It's a ball and a strike now. Again, Hoffman, Blaskowski, and Lee, the table setters. Amherst trying to get that run back. Gave up a run on 3 hits. There wasn't out on the base pass. The run was brought in, and then on a wild pitch, that one missed inside and got by Glodowski back to the fence. Down and away, 2-1. Amherst are showing also they're very patient. They drew a lot of walks in the Dells. Were able to work their way on and around the bases pretty well in Whitewater as well. That's going to miss a bit high and inside. It's 3-1 now to Jake. Alpha pretty much straight up, but the center fielder playing a little shallow. That one gets over his head. That might be an inside the park look as well. That's Johnson in center. And And it's a leadoff walk for Jake Hoffman. We got a runner aboard now to lead off the bottom of the first, and we'll see how long before he's running. Because you know what's going to be happening, it's just a matter of when. And that'll bring the corners in creeping up to, especially at third base, to watch the bunt. Wyatt Blaskowski at the dish. Played everywhere. He's played out. He's played right field, third, short, second, runner going. Down in the dirt, throw down. It's on the bag, but it gets behind him into center. Hoffman's got a stolen base. That was a great slide from Jake as well. He slid to the center field side, made the tag as long as humanly possible for the second baseman, and ball kind of short hopped, and Markolovsky trying to catch and reach back on the slide, missed the baseball. That was a really nice throw from Wire. Good throw, might have had him. There's a slightly better throw, would have had him, I think. Either way, Hoffman will take a slight jog off a second. Ball will step off. They're going to go through this read. They're going to change the signs up. Make sure Hoffman's not picking anything up. Markolovsky and talking back and forth, the double play combo. Runner at second, nobody out after the leadoff walk and the stolen base. Slide step, down and away. 2-0. That's something as well that I'm going to keep an eye on now. If Talkett is just hanging out behind second base, like there's not much time for him to get back to his spot if Bohm's going slide step. That opens up a huge hole between second and third. You can still see a bunt drop down here. They won't, and he'll throw in a strike. There's a lot of ways this positioning could be beneficial to both teams. For Amherst, that's a good spot between short and third. There's a big hole there if Talkett's not back in time. And third baseman playing back, he can drop a bunt down, get Hoffman over. 2-1 the count, slide step again. High fly ball. In foul ground, long run at second. Markolovsky will make the call, he'll make the catch. Route number one, that ball hung up there. And Hoffman's going to have to stay at second, and here comes Ben Lee to the plate. Lee, the second leading hitter among the regulars, batting average rise behind only the guy on deck, Mo. Lee, big, strong right-handed hitter, looking maybe for something to pull. Right field playing fairly deep. A lot of room in right center, though, and a lot of room now down the right field line. Hoffman on the run, swing and a miss, throw down to third, is on the bag, and he's safe. He's barely in there. That was a heck of a throw from Wire. It's a hit and run, or Lee decided to swing, and Hoffman just got in over at third base. So runner at third, one man down. It's a 0-1 count. Tying a run 90 feet away. It was a leadoff walk to Hoffman. He stole second, then he took third. Working from the windup. Breaking ball or something off speed in there for strike two to Lee. He's now down 0-2. Bohm looking for a big strikeout here. Lee looking for the very least just get the ball in play. Ground ball will get the run in. Fly ball to even medium range gets the run in. Fly ball to center. Johnson the call, the catch. Hoffman will tag. Throw coming in. It's going to be cut off. There's going to be no throw. Hoffman scores standing, and we are tied. A sac, fly, and an RBI. For Ben Lee. And it's a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the first. That'll empty the bases for Landon Moe. Some old school baseball, get him on. He did it himself, but get him over and then get him in. walk, 2 stolen bases, and a sac fly. Sure, just like Coach Held drew it up. So here comes Mo, right-handed hitter, hitting over 600 in his first 4 games. They're going to peel over at third, and he throws it away. So he'll walk to the bag. We'll see if they say he left early. He did not, so the run will count. We did see that on Saturday. They ruled that Landon Mo had left second early, and he had tagged from second on a fly ball to right and had scored, but they ruled that he had left early, disallowed the run, and became a double play. That time, they said Hoffman was on time. So that's high and tight. Mo will take ball 1. Mo drove in the winning run in game 2. That was a 3-1 win, and they only played 5. He took a hit by pitch with the bases loaded after he intentionally walked the lead to load him. The very first pitch hit him. He'll take a strike. It's a ball and 1 to Mo. Gladowski on deck. Bohm working out of the windup. He's got a pop-up and a fly ball for his 2 outs. There's a big swing and a miss. Count 1-2 now to the Falcon shortstop. Bohm comes set out of the windup. Now he'll stop, and Mo calls time and steps out. It's been a busy day here on the Amherst campus, at least for athletics. We got obviously baseball playing right now. That's popped foul and out of play. We got the track team going behind at the track, behind or down the first base side. We have Ultimate Frisbee. What's the club team going right now on the football field? Only thing's missing is a softball game. And yeah, I think when it was mid to upper 50s, everyone was champing at the bit to get out here and just start practicing. Down in the dirt, Mo does not go around. It's 2-2. Wire's been busy back there. There's been a couple of nice blocks, a couple really nice throws that almost got Hoffman twice here in this first inning. And it's now a 2-2 count with 2 down to the Falcon cleanup man. And that's another breaking ball down and in the dirt. The count will run full. 3-2 now to Mo. The team veteran heavy, a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors. But also pretty deep. They had a lot of their bench guys who really looked solid against Whitewater, who Coach Held can go to at a pinch if he needs to. And we've seen that already, is that's going to be called strike 3. A delayed call, but it's strike 3 nonetheless. Mo out on strikes, and the Falcons out in the first. Making a run without the benefit of a hit. And we will head to the second inning. We've got no score here from Amherst, or we got a 1-1 score, I should say, between the Falcons and the Bears.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Our top half of inning number 2 on the way. It is a 1-1 game. A run scored on a wild pitch. In the top of the first for Bonduel, Amherst got a sac fly. Just manufacturing runs, doing it the old school way. Lee take his warm-up tosses. Again, for those of you missing, Tyler Soulsby left the game in the first. Noah Spolstra in over at third base, and I talked last inning about the depth the Falcons have. They had guys who showed up. Spolstra has played really well so far. He's done some catching, he's played some third, and he's hit the ball. Good, bright future for young Mr. Spolstra. So we're going to have a Major League Baseball update in just a couple of seconds, as the first pitch is going to be down for ball one to third baseman Bennett Engel. As we have some fallout from the Cubs and Brewers fracas that happened on Saturday night. Keegan Thompson suspended 3 games for throwing at Andrew McCutcheon. As those two teams definitely don't like each other. That misses for ball 2. And manager David Ross was suspended a game as well. So the Cubs facing some punishment for throwing a beanball. 2-0 now. 3-0 to Engel. Last goal didn't miss by much. It's 3 and now looking to avoid another leadoff hitter to reach. He had 3 consecutive hits. There was an out on the base pass. Taken all the way, and he'll take strike 1. Top half of inning number 2. Ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Lee has to duck out of the way. He's still on his back, and he'll slowly pull himself up off the ground. And Lee, a big guy, had to get down quickly. So 4th hit of the game for Bonduel. We'll bring up the shortstop, Charlie Talkin. Holding, he squares the bunt. He'll take a strike on the inside corner. Big fastball that time from Lee. This game taking its time, as that's almost a pitch out. It's a ball and a strike. So you approach the bottom of the 5 o'clock hour, only in the top of the second. Of course, you had that the fairly long injury delay, but long first inning for both teams. Spolstra creeping a couple of steps in front of the bag at third. He'll square, and he'll bunt it foul. It's 1-2. Lee struck out the last 2 batters he faced in the first, Hartman and Bilefus. Breaking ball buckled him and locked him up. Strike 3 called. That was a thing of beauty. Tonkin had completely bailed out, and it came right over the inside corner for out number 1. So now they'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Carson Stoss, the right fielder. Carson Stouse. Lee working out of the stretch, runner on first. He'll hold. Fly ball or a little flare out to right, foul territory. I misread that one off the bat. Originally it's a foul ball, and it's 0-1. Playing baseball here in the top half of inning number 2. It's a great day. Nary a cloud in the sky, mid-50s temperature. If it can be like this without the wind all year, I'll be very happy. Fly ball to center. Hoffman will range over to his left. He'll make the call and make the catch for out number 2. Runner will head back to first, and that'll bring up Mason Bohm, the pitcher. Hitting in the 9 spot. Lee continue to work on the stretch, looking for a quick inning here. Found that leadoff hit. That'll miss for ball 1. Leadoff single and a strikeout and a fly ball here in the second. Lee trying to limit his pitch count, especially at this point. Swing and a miss on a ball down. The ball and a strike to his Bear counterpart, Mason Bohm. Trying to flip the batting order for Wire. Sits on deck. Chased the high fastball that time and cuts under it. Ball and 2 strikes. Throw back, late delay, and he's just got the hand back in. A little bit of a late dive back from Engel, but he does get back in there. So on first for a while now, he had that leadoff single. He's been there the last 2 batters. A 1-2, fastball high, Bohm spits at it. 2-2. Breaking ball tried to buckle him, didn't bring it back in enough, and the count runs full 3-2, and that'll put the runner in motion on the pitch. So Engel can take a little bit of a head start. And Lee trying to get the 9-hitter out here. The 3-2 runner goes. And it's going to be just low. It's a 2-out walk, and they'll flip the batting order over for Wire. First walk of the day for Lee. So here comes Wire. He singled, was thrown out at third. Back in the first, takes the shin guards off, tosses them back to the dugout. Runners at first and second. Engel at second. Bohm at first. They're not going to run for him. I don't think only had 3 subs. Now he's given a lineup card. Lee's first pitch to Wire. Curveball drops in for strike 1. Decent lead at second, not much one at first. There's another one dropping right in there. It's 0-2. Lee looking to buckle down here. He's thrown a lot of pitches through 2 so far, an inning and 2/3, I should say. 38, or I should say 40 now through 2 innings. We chop that one foul toward the third base coaching box. We'll do it again. Count remains 0-2. Again, we're going to deal with another quick gust of wind. We've had moments of calm and moments of extremely powerful wind, or not extremely powerful, but powerful enough. The 0-2. Got him swinging. High fastball on the outside corner. Strikes out a pair. Gives up a hit. But the second inning comes to an end. 2 runners left aboard. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2. We've got a 1-1 game here from Amherst. And we're broadcasting live on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Bottom half of inning number 2, 5, 6, and 7 to up for the Amherst Falcon lineup. As Wire gets the gear back on, he'll head behind the plate, catch the final couple of warm-ups for Mason Bohm. As he does that, we're going to send out a big thank you to our game day sponsors today. A.J. Holly & Sons, Amherst Family Foods, H.O. Wolding, Northwind Solar, Amherst International Bank, OK Hardware, and Amherst Telephone. It's going to be Glodowski, Jastrzomski, and Brandel for the Falcons here in the second. They got to deal with another burst of wind. There's Brewers getting shut out still in the top of the ninth. 2-0 that score still. So Matt Glodowski looking for his first hit of the year yet. We'll step into the box, getting the kid started behind the plate today. Bohm working out of the windup. And off speed in for a strike. There's a line drive into the gap, and that's going to get over everybody and go all the way to the fence. Glodowski on his way to second. He's going to hold up there with a leadoff double. So line drive missile to left center field gap. So Glodowski with an extra base hit. Here comes Aiden Jastrzomski. Big right fielder, left-handed hitter. They're going to get Bohm working out of the stretch right away, and we'll see if, again, have to change up signs with that runner on second. Have to go second sign, third sign, maybe touch the gear. Don't want to take a chance of Glodowski tipping something to Jastrzomski. Ground ball to the right side. Markolovsky will take it, he'll throw to first in time, but it's a productive out. It advances the runner to third. 4-3 on the put out with a one down. That go-ahead run now here in the bottom of the second over to third base. For TJ Brandel, the first baseman. And Brandel got off to a good start this year. Had a big day against the Devils. They're going to bring the infield in. Try and cut that run off. Again, good speed on the bases with Matt Glodowski. Coach Held giving him some advice from the third base coaching box. We'll see if they put the contact play on a ground ball. Ball down in the dirt. Good block by Wire. Again, a lot of room. Fairly thick grass as well behind home plate. So anything that gets 10 feet behind the plate, you got to think runner will be going. It's going to be up to Wire and for Bohm to trust his catcher to block something in the dirt. Got him out in front, and he takes strike one on a breaking ball. Jerry Luck, the DH, sits on deck. Big spot early in this game. Runner at third. The infield is in with only one out. That bounces in and a big time block that time again from Wire behind the plate. It always warms my heart when catchers make some nice plays. It's a tough position for tough guys. Wire giving the signs he wants. Bone working still out of the stretch with the runner on. The 2-1. It's 3-1, misses high. I'm sure they can be careful on Brenda. Brenda with plenty of power. Swing and a miss. It's full, 3-2. The 3-2. Chop one foul. May have been off his leg. Foot just rolls out in front of the plate, third base side. We'll do it again. Again, it was a leadoff double from Glodowski. Destronsky moved him over on a ground ball, and now Brandel with a full count trying to drive in that run. Infield well in, especially at second base. Risk reward here in still only the bottom of the second. Shows what they think about Ben Lee. That'll be strike 3 called. Buckled them on a breaking ball. There's 2 down. So 2 outs. That's a big strikeout. That'll bring up Jerry Luck, the DH. Left-handed hitter, big crouch in the box. Now Bowman work from the windup. That's going to go all the way back off the Wire's glove. Glodowski going in. He's going to score without a throw. And Amherst takes a 2-0 lead. Or 2-1 lead, I should say. My apologies. Wild pitch brings in the go-ahead run early on here in the second inning. Luck with a 1-0 count. Big swing and a miss. Maybe pulled the head out a little bit. It's a ball and a strike. So now a run on a hit. Amherst takes a 2-1 lead. Breaking ball down in the dirt, 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. Fly ball to center. Johnson there, the left-handed center fielder, makes the call. He'll make the catch. And he comes to that. Bonduel almost got out of it, but they give up a run on a hit, and they leave none. We played 2 complete. Your score, Amherst 2, Bonduel 1. So we'll head to the third right here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bottom half of inning number 2, Ben Lee taking his warm-up tosses to Matt Glodowski. He'll face 2, 3, and 4 for Bonduel. Be Markolovsky, Reinke, and Hartman here in the third. As we do have a final, Brewers did drop this one 2-0 to Baltimore. 48 pitches in 2 innings, so that's something to keep an eye on, and that's not good. And Falcons, I'm not sure what their bullpen depth is today now with Soulsby out. So he got clipped by, I'm guessing, a spike over at third base in the first inning. He left after 2 batters. So here comes Markolovsky, who had that base hit that got Wire tossed out at third from Aiden Jastrzomski. Markolovsky later scored on the on a wild pitch. As Lee will drop one low for ball 1. A good amount of people at the ballpark today watching the game, sitting in the grandstand behind home plate. Some Bonduel fans here down the left field line. As that'll miss low, and it's 2-0. Again, the Ultimate Frisbee club throwing it around on one side of the football field. The soccer team practicing on the other. We had track going on earlier. There's strike 1. Bentley working out of the windup. Misses outside with a fastball. It's 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. I really keep an eye on though with his pitch count. If he works in the deep counts, he's got 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. But to do that, he's had to work in some deep counts. He's faced a lot of 3-ball counts in his first 2+ innings. That's driven that pitch count up. I'm guessing they're hoping to get at least 5. Fly ball on the run, diving attempt. Did he catch it? He did! Aiden Jastrzomski with a beautiful diving catch on the forehand. And there's out number 1. So with 1 out, here comes Easton Reinke, who had a single and stole a base back in the first, was stranded. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Lee working out of the windup. Strike 2 called. Big right-hander working out of the windup still. Buckled him, but does not get the call. It stays inside, a ball into 2 strikes. As the second or third time we've seen a right-hand hitter just completely buckle the knees and bail out of the box, and the ball came close to coming back into the strike zone. One time it did. One out here in the third. Lee ground ball right back to Ben Lee. He'll catch it on a knee, throw across in time for the second out of the inning. Looking for what it seems at times appears to be a mythical feat, a 1-2-3 inning. Here comes Brody Hartman. He struck out looking on that big breaking ball back in the first inning. And he throws off speed right away, gets a swing and a miss out of it. So he's, again, a run on 4 hits. There hasn't been an error for Bonduel yet. Lee has struck out 4 and walked 1 in 2 2/3. Amherst with 2 runs on 1 hit. So that'll miss down and in with a fastball. Bonduel's left 3 runners on. Amherst has not left a runner aboard yet. Their 2 base runners have both come around to score. That was a leadoff walk for Jake Hoffman the first. He scored on the Lee sac fly. Then the double from Glodowski scored on a wild pitch. Down and bouncing back to the backstop. It's 2-1 now to Hartman. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a battle for Lee. He's running some deep counts. And that, high and tight, and that gets Hartman bailing out of the box. It's 3-1. Lee throws awfully hard. He's a big guy. That's not a good feeling if you're in the box and you see that coming up near the chin. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball right by him. The count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Strike 3, swinging outside corner, and the inning is over. So 5th strikeout for Lee, but sets him down 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 3. In a 2-1 game, Amherst on top on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Bottom half of the 3rd, Mason Bohm getting his warm-up tosses in. Amherst leads it 2-1 in that 2nd run, scoring the 2nd on a wild pitch. He's going to be facing 9, 1, and 2 in the Falcon batting order here in the bottom half of the 3rd. So that'll be Spolstra, Hoffman, and Blaskowski. And as he takes his warm-up tosses, we're going to get us quick word from our friends at Spectrum Benefit Solutions, because they've got offices located throughout Central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and they help you retain the best employees. So find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Bolton's done a good game. Really only the couple hard hit balls. You had the fly ball to center that drove in the run from Lee, and then Glowski sent a ringing double. 34 pitches through 2 innings. For Bohm. Lee now at 64 through his 3 innings of work. So Spolstra getting his first at bat of the day. Came in for the injured Tyler Soulsby. And he'll take a strike on the inside corner. That'll brush high and tight, get him off the plate a little bit. Ball on a strike to Soulsby, or to Spolstra. That'll bounce in and rolls back to the backstop. Wire will go chase it down. 2 balls and a strike. There's strike 2. Again, went a little off speed with it. 2-2 now to the Falcon third baseman. That's fouled off. Got a piece of the catcher. Count remains 2-2. Slowly approach the top of the 6 o'clock hour here on Zaleski Sports, broadcasting live from Amherst. CWC's conference play, Falcons getting going. Fouled off again from Spolstra. 4 non-conference games. This is their conference season debut, and it's against potentially their biggest competition for that conference crown. And Bonduel showing us so far they're playing very well. They're hitting the ball really well off of Lee as well. Still 2-2. Got him swinging a breaking ball down and in the dirt. He won't head to first. Strikeout cemented. Third strikeout of the day for Bohm. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Jake Hoffman. He walked, stole a couple of bases, and later scored back in the first. He'll take one down. 1-0 to Hoffman. He'll take a strike that time, leaving things up. Strike 2 to Hoffman. Jake Bob Allen fouling out of play. We'll try it again, 1-2. There's a little line drive into right, foul ball. Just trying to go the other way with it, just couldn't straighten it out enough. And once again, the count remains 1-2. Down and in, 2-2 to Hoffman. We're trying to lock up fastball, but just missed inside with it. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hoffman. Downer in the dirt. Count runs full. Amherst in this game has put 2 guys on base. They both scored. Bonduel's put 5 on base. Locked him up. Strike 3 called. 2 down. Painted the outside corner. Hoffman retired, and that'll bring up Blaskowski. He popped up to second his first time up. So 0 for 1 on the day. And he'll start him off with a strike. Foul tip into the mitt. It's 0-2, and now Bohm looking to strike out the side. Struck out 4 so far in the game. Walked 1. Fly ball to right center. That's going to be a diving attempt just off the glove. Blaskowski on his way to second. The throw into the bag. High throw. He's going to be in there with a 2-out double for Wyatt Blaskowski. Johnson with a valiant effort in center. Just, that's one where maybe if he's a right-handed player, he might get that, but try diving across his body as a lefty. Ball ticked off the glove and rolled away just enough to let Wyatt into second for Ben Lee. Second hit of the day for the Falcons. Bonduel working out of the stretch, and he'll pump in a strike to Lee. Lee's sacrifice fly and an RBI. Back in that first inning. For Lee, his 7th RBI of the year. Line drive into left. That's down, a base hit. They're going to send the runner. The throw's going to come in. It's cut off. And Blaskowski will score standing. Lee on his way to second. And he's in there. An RBI single for Ben Lee. Blaskowski scores. He'll take second on the throw. And they'll bring up Landon Moe. Back-to-back hits after a couple of strikeouts. Moe was caught looking back in the first. A wheel and a step-off throw back to second. Lee is there. And off speed again. Drops it in for strike 1. He hasn't been afraid to start off bench with an off speed, so he can't time that fastball as well. We've had a few good swings though. Gladowski with that double, Blaskowski his double, and Lee, that was the hardest hit ball of the day. Probably that single was hit real hard to left. Fly ball, hanging up in the wind, foul ground, long run. That's going to drop foul. Right, or a little bit in front of me. It's 0-2 now to Moe. Wind kind of picking out. Wind's starting to move a little bit. So we get another quick gust. Step off. Ben Lee, the runner at second, he had the RBI single. Amherst has now put up a run in every inning so far. And he'll step off and look over again. Really worried about the big guy at second. Talking, holding him on. Interesting to see the shortstop doing that with the right-handed hitter up. Slides up down the dirt. That's going to get by. It's going to be a stolen base for Lee. He'll hold at third. Has got a final as well. Moseley taking down Anago. 12-0. Lee takes third on the wild pitch. Count 1-2 to Moe. Late swing just to stay alive and hit it right off the handle to the on-deck circle. So Lee, the runner on third. Fly ball, shallow left, long run, the call. They collide, and it drops. Collision between Bilefus and Talkin. Mole's gonna reach. It's 4-1. I think that's gonna be an error. Question is who they're gonna charge it to. Looks like Bilefus is gonna have it, and they just collide. Now we'll have a meeting on the mound. Coaching staff out to talk to his starter. Either way, 4-1. It'll be an E7 on Bilefus on the dropped fly ball. So 2 runs in on a couple of hits and now an error. And here comes Glodowski, who doubled back in the second and later scored. So again, Amherst put 4 guys on base today, 3 hits and a walk. All 4 have now come across the score, and now 5 with the error. Amherst trying to keep that trend alive. Throw back to first, and Mo safe with the dive. Mo, good base stealer in his own right. Stolen 7 bases on the year behind only Hoffman, who now has 8 with his 2 today. As that first one will miss for ball 1. Playing here in the bottom half of inning number 3 as we hit the 6 o'clock hour. Still a nice night for baseball. Or a good evening for baseball. Still plenty of light left. Breaking ball drops in, even the count, ball and a strike. Wind definitely still a factor. Mo is going, they got him picked off. Trying to avoid the tag, he can't. He's going to be picked off. 1-4 on the putout, and the inning is over. But the Falcons do strike for 2. 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave none. We will head to the 4th with a 4-1 lead for the Amherst.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Whitetail Lanes is your fun headquarters in central Wisconsin. We offer a clean, family-friendly environment. Whether you come to bowl, eat, visit our pro shop, or just hang out, we'll show you what customer service is all about. We pride ourselves on serving excellent food at reasonable prices. Try our Friday night fish fry, or come out on Saturdays for our delicious homemade pizza cooked in our new stone ovens. Book us for your next party or event. Once you've been here, we know you'll be back. Whitetail Lanes, just north of Amherst Junction on Q.
Top half of the 4th, 4-1. Now Amherst on top. 4 runs, 3 hits. They've not committed an error, and they've left none. For Bonduel, 1 run, 4 hits. They've committed an error, and they've left 3. So we head to the 4th. Bentley getting his warm-up tosses in. Inning ended on a pickoff of Landon Moe. So for Bentley, he'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Bilefus, Engel, and Talkin. One final warm-up toss. Once again, the biggest of thank yous to everyone watching, wherever you may be. So here comes Balfous, who struck out swinging back in the first. He's 0 for 1 today. Swing and a miss on the first one. It's 0-1. You can just hear the wind. It's been more gusting recently. Not as strong, consistent as there's a swing and a miss. But it's gusting, and that's been causing problems for some of the field as well. You saw that pop-up that dropped for the air. Ball just kind of spun up there for a little bit. That thing took a long time to come down off the batter mow. I think that caused miscommunication between Balfous and Talkin, that they ended up colliding, and the ball dropped. Mother Nature can be very cruel to baseball players. Check swing, he wins. Klinowski's got to cement the throw, high throw, and Brandel keeps the bag, and they're going to record the strikeout. Nice play all around. So it's specific at the end from the big first baseman, TJ Brandel. Strikeout 2-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Engel, who singled back in the second. He was stranded over at second base. Bonduel, they put their first 3 runners of the game aboard with 3 straight hits. There was an out on the base pass, and they brought in a run on a wild pitch later. That'll miss for ball 1. So one of the big early plays of the game, and that misses down and in 2-0, was the single from Markolovsky, the right, and then it was a slow enough play that Wire tried to go first to third, and A.J. Stronsky gunned him down at the bag. Throwing all the way through. Solzy made a nice tag, but he had to leave the game with an injury, as they're swinging a miss. And since then, Lee gave up another couple of hits throughout the game, but he's kind of settled down since. Now 6 strikeouts on the day. He's got a 2-1 count here. 2-2. Another swing and a miss. So Bonduel is not taking advantage of the opportunities they've had on the base pass. Amherst has. They put 5 guys on base. 4 of them have scored. The other one was picked off. Oh, just missed. Klinowski tried to make it look good. It's 3-2. Foul ball. First base side now to play. We'll do it again. The 3-2. Popped them up. Foul ground, long run, Brandel circling around. He'll reach up and make the play for the second out. So that'll bring up Talkin, who struck out back in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. We know it's 74 pitches. So if Coach wants to get him to 100, he doesn't want to wrap guys up too soon. It's been a little over a week since Lee's pitched in a game. You may not want him to go 100 yet this early in the year, but this is a huge game. So we'll see what the decision is after this inning for Ben Lee, as he'll fire a fastball in the inside corner. Lee set down the last 6 hitters in order. He struck out 4 of them. That's fouled straight back. Now he's got him up 0-2. The bullpen busy for Bonduel. That one goes high and tight and misses everybody, and all the way back to the screen it goes. Count 1-2. As that's Hartman getting loose. Half swing, he went around. Klausi's gonna have to try and cement the strikeout again. Throw to first. There it is. Strikeout again, 2-3 on the putout. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. Strikeout number 7 for Ben Lee. We're halfway through. We've played 3.5. It's a 4-1 lead for the Amherst Falcons on Zaleski's.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Bottom half of inning number 4. And looks like we got a change on the bump for the Bonduel Bears. And we do. Hartman is going to come in to throw. Bone will just head over to first, so it's just a straight switch. So Bohm went 3, gave 4 runs, 3 of them earned. 3 hits, or 4 runs on 3 hits, 3 earned runs. Walked 1, struck out 4. First pitch is a fly ball to deep right. That's going to drop. Throw goes into second. So Gladowski aboard to lead off. So that'll bring up Aiden Jastrzemski. Working out of the stretch. Slide step. Strike 1. Base hit for Gladowski on that play as well. So he's 2 for 2. Jastrzemski grounded out the second for the first time. It was a productive out. Got Gladowski to third. So that'll miss outside. Can't overlook plays like that. Runner on second, ground ball to the right side. Get him over to third. That allowed him to score on a wild pitch. Later on in the inning. Down in the dirt. Gladowski on his way to second. He will get there on the wild pitch. Wire did all he could to block it. It wasn't enough. Good read. Again, Amherst going to be aggressive on the base pass. Now a big insurance run over at second base. Still nobody out. The line for Bohm again, 3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 1 and struck out 4. Lee's line so far through 78 pitches, 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. A walk and 7 strikeouts. And there's a strike to Jastrzemski. 2-2 now. Hartman working out of the stretch. Fouled off. No, we'll head back toward the guys who are playing, looks like some wiffle ball or stick ball, one of the side fields. Count remains 2-2. Runner on second still again, nobody out. Again, that's fouled off. Count remains 2-2. As Assumption took down Stratford. There's going to be a little fly ball to center. The call and the catch for out number 1. So the Assumption softball team taking down Stratford 15-0. Again, this one's still 4-1 here in the bottom half of inning number 4. So the one down, here comes Brandel, who struck out looking. And he'll take a strike. So 0-1 to TJ Brandel. And he'll fire in another one. It's 0-2. Amherst, again, a big insurance run as the bullpen is loosening. Looks like Aiden Jastrzemski getting loose down the first base side. And throwing quickly. That ball is down and away and all the way back to the backstop. Kwiatkowski on his way to third. No, a really big spot. Infield will come in. Brandel's got to find a way to get this ball in play. High and tight, 2-2. Swing and a miss, 2 down. First strikeout for Brody Hartman. Now 2 outs, here comes Jerry Lucht, the DH. Flew out to center first time up. Now Kwiatkowski can be on his toes. He might be going on anything that gets even a little bit away from wire. That's fouled back. 0-1. And bullpen busy and warming up quickly. Again, that looks like Jastrzemski. Looks like number 10. Ground ball, slow roller to first. It'll be 3 unassisted, and the inning will come to an end. So no runs on a hit. We've had a runner left, and we've played 4 complete. Your score after 4, it is Amherst 4 and Bonduel 1.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
We go to the top of the 5th. Ben Lee back out there. He's going to work the 5th here. Or he's going to at least start the 5th. Had to wait for Matt Glaus to get the gear back on. So they're going to give Ben the chance to get through 5 here. I think it almost certainly his last inning of work. He'll be facing the bottom of the order, 8, 9, and then 1 here in the 5th. He's retired his last 7, struck out 4 of them. He struck out 7 on the day, walked 1. He's given up 4 hits and a run. So first batter is going to be Carson Stouse, who's 0 for 1. He flew out to center, back in the 2nd. So Stoss, Bohm, and Wire to hit for Bonduel. And he'll take one outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. May have got a piece of it. It's bounces down toward the third base side. A very bizarre looking play. Hits 1-1. And up here in the crow's nest, here down the left field line. Still a nice day, sun behind center field. Very few clouds in the sky. There's a check swing, and he went. Peel down to first, and it's 1-2. Call made by our first base umpire. Really looking for strikeout number 8. And he got it. Swing and a miss. So with 1 down, here comes Mason Bohm, who drew a walk back in the 2nd. Lone free pass that Lee's given out today. And you overthrew that one, misses high and away with a fastball. Bowman doesn't look that comfortable up in the box. They'll take another one high for ball 2. Just seems on his toes a little bit. Just like he's not settled into the dirt. He'll take a strike. After a long first inning, starting to move a little bit quicker here. We're in the top of the 5th. A 4-1 game. And it's ball 3, misses high. You're in lead, just trying to get through 5. Bullpen was getting loose. They were hitting in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Blew one by him. 3-2 the count to Bohm. Swing and a miss. High fastball blew it by him. 2 down, strikeout number 9. So here comes Noah Wire, the catcher. He is 1 for 2. Single back in the first, a strikeout back in the second. Lee's now retired 9 straight. That one down. One ball and nothing here in the 5th. 2 down. Lead trying to work through 5. After a little bit of a shaky start, give up 3 straight hits to start things off. He's given up 1 since. Swing and a miss. His first game he'd thrown in over a week. Popped him up, but backing out of play. Now up. Ball and 2 strikes, looking to strike out the side. Looking for number 10 for the big right-hander. Got number 10. Curveball down. Gladowski makes the pick clean. He strikes out the side in order. 4 in a row have been struck out by Ben Lee. And the inning is over. We've played 4 1/2 innings. Your score, Amherst 4, Bonduel 1 on Zaleski Sports.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, masonvilledairy.com.
Bottom half of the 5th, Hartman out for a second inning of work. Throw down a second from Wire. And if that does end up being it for Ben Lee, a good bounce back after that first inning. He went 5, 4 hits, 1 run unearned, walked 1, struck out 10. So in the bottom of the fifth, it'll be 9-1-2. Spolstra to lead things off. Noah struck out swinging back in the third. He'll take one low to start off. Spolstra, Hoffman, Blaskowski up for the Amherst Falcons here in the bottom of the fifth, looking for some big insurance runs. Build yourself a little bit of a cushion. Strike one. Ground ball into left, a base hit for Spolstra. Leadoff runner aboard. Spolstra with a hit. Falcons looking to get in business here in the fifth. Here comes Hoffman. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He walked and scored back in the first. He's definitely a threat to lay one down. Even if it's a sacrifice situation, he can still beat it out and get an infield single out of it. Engel at third base, creeping in a couple of steps in front of the bag. Over at third. Decent lead, Hoffman takes inside. Didn't square around that time. Ground ball to second, could be 2. 6, 4. Did they... Looking for the ruling, couldn't quite tell. They call safe, so he beats out the throw by a step. Maybe. So Hoffman is aboard on the fielder's choice. So he's on first for Blaskowski. Now let's, again, new pitcher in. Nothing throws hard as Bohm. We'll see if he's going to be moving, and he will not. And then swing and a miss from Blaskowski. He will turn quick, so I'm hoping to really get much of a lead on that one either. He'll hold steady, popped foul behind the plate. Where will give a look. And it's going to drop. It's now 0-2 to Wyatt Blaskowski. Runner on first, one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Spolstra the single, he was a race on the fielder's choice. Hoffman, now the runner at first. He'll hold still. Popped up again, foul ground. First base side and out of play. We'll try again. Count remains 0-2 to Blaskowski. Hartman. Hoffman on the run. Popped him up. Foul ground. Hoffman will scramble back. It's out of play either way. Remains 0-2. Coach held. Wearing that number 7 jersey, giving out the signs over at the third base coaching box. Inside for ball 1. Lee sits on deck. Runner going. Roller foul. Wiskowski's got to protect with 2 strikes. So Jake's going to be getting plenty of his steps in going between first and second now. Here as we cross the bottom of the hour. Still a nice evening. Still plenty of sunshine. Plenty of light. 6, 4, 3, double play, inning over. So I was saying 58 degrees right now, but that doesn't matter. The inning comes to an end of double play ball from Blaskowski. And we go to the 6th. Nothing across for the Amherst Falcons on a hit. 5 completes. It's 4-1 Falcons.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Couple changes to announce for the Amherst Falcons. Aiden Jastrzomski will go from right field. He'll come in relief. Ben Lee will just switch spots with him. He'll go out to right. So Jastrzomski in for Lee. So now we know the situation. Who is going to be the bullpen arm with Soulsby away? And it's going to be Jastrzomski, who threw an inning. Over in Whitewater. So we'll get another bullpen arm getting loose. Looks like Wire getting loose for Bonduel. And their bullpen over in front of me. So it's going to be Markolovsky, Reinke, and Hartman to face Aiden Jastrzomski. 3-run lead for the Falcons. Again, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Falcons. A run on 4 hits with an error for Bonduel. Jastrzomski, 6-foot right-hander, facing Colin Markolovsky. And Aiden, first pitch is a strike here in the 6th. Markolovsky 1 for 2, singled and scored. Back in the 1st, he flew out to right on a beautiful diving catch by Jastrzomski back in the 3rd. There's a little looper to short, diving play, backhand. Mo can't quite get there. It's going to be a leadoff single. If he makes that, that would have been the play of the day. But just beyond his reach, may have ticked off the end of the glove. And the leadoff hitters award here in the 6th. That's the first base runner since Bohm back in the 2nd. There's been 11 straight retired by Lee to wrap up his day. So here comes Reinke, who's 1 for 2. A single in the 1st inning, hit a comebacker back to Lee back in the 3rd. Throw over. That hits the runner. He'll stay at first. So runner aboard top of 6th, tying a run on deck. Outside, ball 1. Runner holds. That one maybe a touch low, could be a touch out. 2-0. Running out of time for Bonduel, down 3. Got 6 outs to work with. Stromsky trying to shut the door. Infield at double play depth. Fly ball to right. Bentley's making the call. He'll lunge out, and he couldn't get it. They're going to be a play at second. They're going to get the force at second on the fielder's choice. Markolovsky is retired. 9-6 on the putout. Reinke will reach on the fielder's choice, and there's one out. So it's an unfortunate play for Markolovsky. He went back thinking Lee's going to make the catch and tag. Lee missed the ball, but had enough time and enough arm strength to get it to Mo for the force. So with 1 out, here comes Hartman. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. We'll see if Bonduel puts Reinke in motion. He did steal a base back in the first. That's down and away. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball by him down. That'll even things up, a ball and a strike. As again, Noah Wire continues to throw in the Bonduel bullpen. Looks like he is getting ready with a little bit of hurry. He looks like he'll probably have the 6th. Outside, 2-1. Here off, Bohm, Hoffman, and Lee. Left to right, Spolstra, Mo, Blaskowski, and Brandley infield. Gladowski still behind the plate. Ground ball to second. Blaskowski. 4, and he throws it away. Everybody's safe. That's a tough play. And E4 puts 2 on, 1 out, and the tying run to the plate. For Biofoods, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Biofoods goes and talks to Aiden Jastrzomski. Good throw is going to be close at second, but just a play you probably want to just get the out at first. That's fouled off. It's one of those plays in hindsight, you think. Ranging to his left. 3-run game, just get that out, get the second out. But now the tying run up. Outside. It's ball and a strike to Adam Biofoods. Fly ball popped up behind short. Mo the call, the catch. I think it was an infield fly roll either way for out number 2. And then again, you look at that play at second. They take the easy play. The inning's over. But at this point now, with the tying run up, 2 down here in the 6th for Engel. 1 for 2. He singled back in the second. He had the last hit that the Bonduel recorded until Markolovsky's leadoff single here. And there's strike 1 called. Stromsky's starting to settle in just a touch. The 0-1 will miss high. It'll even up a ball and a strike here in the 6th. 2 runners on with a hit, a couple of fielder's choice plays. Have Reinke at second, Hartman at first. Ground ball fouled off the hitter. It's 1-2. Aiden looking for his first strikeout to close out this inning. Give his team a chance for some insurance. Due up in the bottom of the 6th for Amherst will be Lee, Moe, and Glodowski. 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Their 2 leading hitters coming into the day, and their best hitter today, Glodowski's 2 for 2. Down and away, a scrambling block made by Matt Glodowski. So 2-2 the count. Checks, half swing, fouled off behind the plate, just getting a piece. Was Engel. And a big game early on in the CWC. Amherst, the prohibitive favorite coming in to win the conference. Bonduel, seen by most as the number 2 team, and it's living up to the hype. Bohm threw a very good 3 innings. Lee went 5. Just missed. We go full. It's 3-2. Runners will get a head start. Ball in the gap. Should score 2. Jastrzemski trying to shut the door in the 6th. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Bases full of Bears. And that'll bring up Charlie Talkin, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Chomsky out of the stretch. Will pump in a strike. Good chance to get all off to a strong start there. Oh, bases loaded. First pitch strike is paramount. Cannot fall behind. Ground ball pulled or hit foul. Immediately ruled foul by the home plate umpire, and it's 0-2. We'll see. Jastrzemski, you got to trust your catcher here. Trust that Matt's going to block it behind the plate. If he's got a good curveball, maybe try and bury one in the dirt. Bases full. 2 strikes. Fastball inside. Brushes him off the plate. Not sure that was a plan, but that's what happened. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes. So got 1 to work with here. You don't want to run it full, but you can maybe try and get a 2-2 and not be too worried. Locked him up. Strike 3 called, and he leaves the bases loaded. So no runs on a hit, 3 runners left. We've played 5.5 and head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Amherst 4, Bonduel 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Bottom half of inning number 6, Noah Wire will now take the mound. Hartman will move over to third. Angle into left. Looks like Balfous is going to be doing the catching. So just a wholesale group of changes. Just moving around things around as there's a throw down to second. A long throw. Air mails the second baseman and goes to the shortstop. So Noah Wire goes from behind the plate and then he'll pitch and he'll face the heart of the Amherst order. Lee Mo Glanowski. Good work from Angel Stronsky in that sixth. Working himself a little bit into and out of trouble. The big strikeout looking of Talkin to end that inning. First strikeout for Aiden today. It's a hit, a couple of fielder's choice plays, and a walk, and then that big strikeout. So here comes Bentley. He's 1 for 1. He's driven in a couple of runs, an RBI single back in the third, a sacrifice fly back in the first. And he'll rip one caught over at second base. That surprised even Markolovsky, who wasn't sure he had that. That ball was hit right on the nose, right at him. It almost took his glove with it into right field. Now here comes Mo. And he'll take a ball down. Mo 0 for 2 today. Struck out back in the first, reached on an error back in the third. That little flare that was dropped in left on the collision between Balfous and Talkin. That'll miss high for ball 2. Bullpen is quiet on the Amherst side, so it looks like Jastrzomski's also going to get the 7th. Amherst looking to put a little more cushion there than 3. It's a little more breathing room. There's a strike. Samo. Another thing to keep an eye on as well with Wire pitching, Balfous back behind the plate. How comfortable is he back there? If a guy gets on, if a drop third strike, a wild pitch, how is he going to handle that kind of stuff? That's a foul off. Back to the screen it goes. 2-2 to Mo. Working out of the wind-up Wire with 1 down. High and tight. Counter run full, 3-2 to Landon Mo. So we slowly approach the 7 o'clock hour. Breaking ball inside. Mo draws the 1-out walk. He'll make his way over to first. Second time he's reached today. And that'll bring up Gladowski. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double. Scored a run back in the second. Mo stole 7 bases in the first 4 games. We'll see if they put him in motion again. Harmon at third base, playing a couple of steps in, expecting potential bunt opportunity here. Mo with a big lead at first. He got picked off last time he was on. There he goes. Hit and run. Fly ball to center. Long run. Diving attempt. He's not going to get there. Mo around second. He's on his way to third. It's going to be a 1-out double, and the runners are at second and third. Johnson couldn't quite get there. He gave it everything he had. And I mean everything. And just was out of his reach. Now second and third. 1 out. 2 huge insurance runs with Aiden Jastrzomski at the plate to help himself here. They're going to bring the infield in. Got to cut that run off. Also good base running by Mo. He stopped a couple of steps away from second, waited to see he was going to hit the ground, then was able to get that extra base. So that'll be outside. You can be careful here with a little bit with Aiden. At this point, lowering the bases isn't the worst possible scenario. It creates the force play everywhere and get Brandel up, who's 0 for 2. Line drive. That's tipped and caught out at second. Another big-time play by Markolovsky for out number 2. Leaping play, just another really nice play. Markolovsky's had himself a game. Couple of hits, couple really nice plays now at second. Those infield play their normal depth for Brandel, who struck out twice. Looking to find a way to get those runners in. Strike 1 called. Yeah, if that ball gets over into right, for sure Mo scores, and good chance Gladowski does too. He's got good speed. As Wire's going to step off. He'll set up the outfield defense. Back him up a couple of steps. High fly ball deep left center. Back, and it's gone! 3-run tater by T.J. Brandel. And it is 7-1. A 3-run blast by Brandel. Cleared the fence with plenty to spare. And there's the insurance runs you were looking for if you're the Amherst Falcons. Now a bunch of little kids got to go and try and find the baseball. So 2 down, here comes Jack Spidoni, who's going to pinch hit for Jerry Luck, the DH. And he'll take a strike. Luck went 0 for 2. And definitely now some breathing room with 6-run lead. The big hit, the bomb from Brandel. Wire was almost out of it. Got the 2 lineouts, had 2 on, and the big first baseman left one over the plate and he made him pay. Foul ball off the plate. It's 0-2 now to Jack Spidoni. What a huge play in the game in the bottom of the 6th. The lead doubled with 1 swing. Breaking ball out. Ball on 2 strikes. Two and 2. Ground ball up the middle. Diving on the backhand. Throw to first. Not in time. An infield single. And Spidoni's going to hold at first. Almost another spectacular play by Colin Markolovsky over at second base, but just couldn't get enough on the throw. So 2 down now for Spolstra. Noah's got a hit today, so he'll take a strike. It's 1 for 2. Seven 7-1 Falcons now. That's fouled off. Runner at first is Spidoni with 2 down. And now looking back, how big are those line drive catches by Markolovsky? Got him swinging. Did not make the tag, the throw to first without a problem, and the inning is over. So he gets the strikeout to end the inning, but T.J. Brandel strikes, the big fella, with a 3-run homer. Makes the score after 6 completes. 7-1 Amherst. Bonduel's got their last chance when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children, to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Aiden Jastrzomski trying to shut the door one more time. He's got some room now. He's got a 6-run lead to work with. Falcons looking to take this big early conference game from Bonduel. He's going to face 8-9-1. Stoss, Bowman, Wire, the 3 hitters due up. Facing the right-handed throwing Aiden Jastrzomski. As we look for some big plays in this game, remember, Jastrzomski had the big throw from right in the first that threw out a Wire trying to go first to third. Markolovsky made a couple of nice plays defensively in that 7th inning. Of course, Brandel, the big home run. Some stolen bases from Hoffman in the first were big as well. So here comes Carson Stoss, 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout today. Popped him up, first base side, long run for Brandel. He can't get there, it's just out of play, and it's 0-1. Fly ball to center. Bohm will make the call and catch in left center for out number 1. So Eli Bohm gets into the action, and there's one down. Balls are pretty well, but just off the end a little bit. And here comes Bohm, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk today. Strike 1 call, the upper part of the zone. Inside. Evens up the ball and a strike now. Bonduel looking for any base runners they can, in any way they can. That's down. 2 balls and a strike now. As we cross the 7 o'clock hour. It's a beautiful day here in Amherst. As the sun's starting to set down a little bit. Just beyond right center. 3 balls and a strike now to Bohm. So again, daylight. Starting to run just a touch short, but just get through this inning quickly and it won't be an issue. It's a 1-out walk for Mason Bohm, his 2nd time aboard. So I'll flip things to the top of the order, and Noah Wire, who's 1 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and a single today. Down in the dirt, blocked by Gladowski. The runner will hold. Brandel is holding the runner on. I'm kind of surprised by that. Figured his run is not vital. Just cover all the ground you can. There's a strike. Bottom half of the zone, outside corner. Evens up 1-1 to Noah Wire. That one just sails on him. It's way up there at the eyes, and it's 2-1. Another one down in the dirt, blocked by Godowski. It's 3-1. So command now not there for Aiden. Ground ball into the hole, into right field, the base hit. He'll go station to station. Second hit for Wire today. So 2 on and 1 out. Here comes Colin Markolovsky, who's 2 for 3. A couple of singles today. Scored the only run of the game for Bonduel. Amherst looking for a ground ball here, maybe try and spin 2. Just getting out at the very least. Fly ball to right center. Hoffman. Moron straight on center will make the catch, and there's out number 2. So they get Markolovsky retired. Last chance is Easton Reinke. For the Bonduel Bears. Reinke 1 for 3, singled back in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice last inning. Hit that little flare to right that Lee couldn't handle. He got the force at second. Fly ball to center. Hoffman is there. He'll make the catch, and this one is over. 2 runners left on a hit and a walk. And your final score this evening, it was the Amherst Falcons 7 and Bonduel 1. Stay tuned. We got your Masonville Dairy post-game show coming up next. Get those fresh cheese curds that are made daily. Head to Marshfield, head to Curtis, head to MasonvilleDairy.com to place your order today. I'll have our stats and summaries when we return. We'll try and get Coach Held and a player up here when we return, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Masonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Masonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. Originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
7-1 the final score tonight. The Amherst Falcons victorious over the Bonduel Bears. Ben Lee's going to get the win. Mason Bohm's going to drop with the defeat. Falcons get to 5-0, 1-0 in conference play. What was a really good game. Don't let the score fool you. This game got off to a great start for the Bears early on in that first inning. 3 straight hits to start the out at third. That cost Amherst their number 2 pitcher. But Noah Spolstra came in, did a great job at third base as the Falcons get the win. And just a well-played game by both teams. Bohm was impressive. Markolovsky, I thought, was the best player on the field for Bonduel, and it wasn't close. A couple of great plays, a couple of hits. He had a really, really nice night. For the Falcons, the big hit, obviously the Branda home run, but Lee with a couple of RBIs. Blaskowski with a couple of nice plays. Gladowski with 3 hits. Just everything that they did right worked to their favor. And it was just a well-played game here in the CWC. You can't say enough about how the Falcons played in this one. As we continue with your Masonville Dairy post-game coverage again. Falcons back in action tomorrow night on the road. We will not be there in Westfield, but we will be back here on this field Thursday, obviously weather permitting, as they take on Iola Scandinavia in a conference game against the Thunderbirds. And Coach Held's ahead and going to make his way up here, and we're going to try and set up a shot here for Coach Held with just little old me producing this one as Coach Held with a brisk pace, working his way up. So Coach Held, not a man of wasted steps as he makes his way up here to the steps, and it's a little bit of a tricky run. But we'll keep you right there, Coach. So we'll get everything set up here with Coach Held. And Coach, the scores doesn't just explain it, but that was a whale of a ball game between 2 good teams.
That was fun. Been waiting all winter to have a conference game and fight for another title this year, and I love Bonduel coming out and kind of punching us in the mouth in the first. Usually you don't like runs being scored against you. I like the challenge.
Absolutely. 3 straight hits to start, but that big play at third, Aiden with a great throw. And it cost you. Tyler I'm guessing he had probably to get stitched up a little bit.
Stitches, yep. He's going to look beautiful for prom.
Well, there you go. No better time. But Ben has really settled down after that third hit. Gave up 1 more hit the rest of his last 4 innings, struck out 10. That's what you want from your star pitcher, to buckle down when he needs to and get those big outs. I think he retired his last 10 guys.
Yep. We were watching his pitch count, too, as we kind of got through it. Like you said, he started settling down, but the pitch count was high just because of that rough start. But, like anything, got to learn the umpire strike zone a little bit, got to get used to a mound. You may think it's home mound, but you got to remember, we had first time on the field. This is we had to do what we could to get the mound ready today. So he battled and came through, and we let him ride it a little bit further than we expected.
And then coming in, Aiden probably wasn't expecting to come in, but he came in, buckled down enough, got that big strikeout at the end of the 6th. If with the go-ahead run at the plate, if he doesn't get that out, that game is completely different.
Yeah, like you said, the scoreboard doesn't say the story. That like you said, that situation, baseball's a funny game. He even threw one inside that might have hit a guy. We got lucky; he ducked out of the way, and then managed to navigate out of the inning without a scratch. So, Aiden, got to give props to him. Our plan was Soulsby in relief, and when he left the game, that means we're We're looking for the next guy up. I love the way Aiden throws. You can trust him in any situation.
And, of course, the big hit, TJ. That ball was gone with plenty of spare. I don't know if you guys had from the dugout, but that was gone by plenty.
Yep.
And a 3-run game to a 6-run game makes things a little bit easier for your pitcher going into the 7th.
And he still gets the save too, right? He came in a good spot and battled through it, and then TJ just puts everyone at ease with putting one over the fence. TJ admittedly, we just talked briefly. He even said after his first at bat or his first or second, he just said he wasn't feeling it. We just had a reminder before that at bat. Just relax and play baseball. Look for a pitch that you can handle and drive. And it's fun to see a little sophomore coming around third base. And I say little just to be funny.
For sure. And now, still got 2 games scheduled this week. A game on the road tomorrow in Westfield, but then a conference game back here on Thursday. How are you going to try and balance? You had 2 games that you threw plenty of arms there. Now, Aiden and Ben probably aren't available the rest of the week. How are you going to try and balance the pitching?
The nice thing, too, anyone who threw Saturday at Whitewater should be able to bounce back to that Thursday. So really what we're looking at is tomorrow, and we do still have 2 arms that haven't thrown in the last 7 days, which is a nice, convenient problem. Most Division III teams just don't have that depth. So tomorrow we'll be starting Soulsby if his stitches are okay with it. We'll try and do what we can to keep that dry for him. And then Makladowski still hasn't thrown yet this year. And after catching today, we might want to save his legs a little bit, so he'll be in relief in more of a smaller role.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, again, a great job. Well done. If you can, I don't know if you want to get a player up here if possible, but if not, we can just wrap things up. It's up to you.
Let's send TJ up here. He had a big home run, his first varsity dinger.
All right, we'll get him up here. We'll be right here.
Good, thank you.
Thank you, Coach. There's Coach Held of the Amherst Falcons, victorious again 7-1. He's going to send the big guy, TJ Brandel, up here. So we are going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll get Brandel up here, and we'll wrap things up here from Amherst High School. Falcons 7-1 winners over Bonduel in conference play here in Falcon Baseball on Zaleski Sports. We'll be right back.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Coming back, we're going to be joined by TJ Brandel as we're going to get him holding up right at that step right there. And we'll get our Highlight House player of the game in here. And TJ, talk about that swing.
Oh, it felt...
Coach said you weren't feeling it after your first at bat. You had a strikeout.
Yeah.
You come back, you pull it over the fence with plenty of room to spare.
Yeah, it felt great off the bat, and just to top that with how the guys played today was just amazing.
And then, yeah, talk about those other guys. I mean, the defense was good for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You had some nice plays. Aiden had a nice play in right.
Yeah.
He had the throw as well.
Yeah.
And it kind of made things a little easier for you. Not many ground balls today.
No, not many. It was amazing what Ben and AJ did today. It was just crazy.
And now looking forward, a 3-run game to a 6-run game is big, but now a win over one of your biggest rivals in conference has got to feel even better.
Feels amazing just to get that biggest game, my biggest game out of the way, sort of thing.
And so how are you going to try and build off this? I mean, it's an interesting day for you. You weren't on your game quite your first couple bats, but then you come in and you get a fastball right down the middle and you launch it. So how are you going to try and build off this with a game tomorrow and another conference game right back here on Thursday?
Well, of course, there's always work we got to do. It's just always a thing. And then I just want to keep my head down, just go pitch by pitch.
Sounds good. So we're going to do one final thing with you. We're going to get you in our highlight house, all right?
All right.
So I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to give you the microphone, and you'll just say your name and that you're in the house. So, and just give some energy for it, right?
All right.
All right, I'll get out of the way. I'll make sure we get our shot set up, and I'll count you in.
I'm TJ Brandel, and I'm in the house.
Perfect. Well done, TJ. Well done. Good luck tomorrow, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you.
There's our Highlight House player of the game, TJ Brandel of the Amherst Falcons. And Falcons 7-1 winners over the Bonduel Bears in a big conference game to start the season off. one of the biggest games of the year already in the books now, as the Falcons will turn their attention to tomorrow to Westfield. We'll be back here on Thursday, weather permitting, of course. As Wisconsin weather, you never know. They're scheduled the LAC game for WIAA Scandinavia back into conference play. Two close rivals going head-to-head Thursday afternoon right here on Zaleski Sports. With that being said, this will wrap things up for today. That has been your Masonville Dairy post-game show. The fresh cheese curds made daily. Head to masonvilledairy.com, head to Marshfield, head to Curtis to buy them. Those fresh cheese curds, they're made daily, and they are very, very tasty. So, for Zaleski Sports and everyone involved, this is Mike Wendland saying so long, everybody. Thank you for joining us. One more time, your final score. It was Amherst 7, Bonduel 1. From all of us here at Zaleski Sports, good night, everybody. Stay warm and stay safe.